Yeah, keto people are so much worse because there's so much more of them. And they're like, they think they're above the vegans, but they're not. They're definitely not. Like vegan 3 days a week, then you're not vegan. You're just cutting down meat consumption like a normal person. What you are is broke. I'm sorry to break this to you. I'm sorry to break this to you, but that's just called being broke. And it's okay to be broke. That's what my grandparents did because they couldn't afford to eat meat every day. You know, they eat meat like two times a week, and then literally the rest of it was like tofu and like, you know, vegetarian because we were poor. You know, you're just doing what people did for centuries. Well, you're just doing what peasants did for centuries. Yeah, there's no fancy word for that. And there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's awesome that you're eating healthy and, you know, cutting your consumption. But I don't think you can call yourself vegan. That's just what people did for centuries prior to meat being so readily available. I'm sorry to break this to you, my friends, but it's true. My grandparents, yeah, that's what they did because they couldn't afford meat. Most people in the past generations couldn't afford to eat meat every single day. It was mostly eggs, and like in China it was tofu and like stuff like that to subsist, and a lot of like gluten based dishes because you can't afford that every day. It was normal. It was a normal way to eat back then. You don't have a fancy diet. You're just eating like a poor peasant. Everybody, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to Low Effort Clips. That's right, Low Effort Clips, right here on YouTube.com. Yeah, and hit the notification bell. Yeah.